Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Tarot Noir. I am your intuitive tarot reader, Tarot D. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell so you will be notified when I drop the next video. How are you guys doing today? I hope everyone is healthy, safe, and blessed. And I have been busy working on the back end of this channel, getting some marketing done, working at my other career from home, and it's been pretty busy. So I'm definitely going to keep up with the videos. Okay, and we're just going to do a collective reading today. I would like to thank my ancestors, my spirit guides, my passed on loved ones. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for the wisdom and your guidance. Thank you for the love that you bestow in my heart. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for the abundance in my life. Thank you for keeping all the negative people and negative energies away from me. Thank you for blocking those who have ill will towards me and towards my viewers. Okay. Protect my viewers as well. All right. And if anybody don't know, I always burn Palo Santo. It's so good. And if you have any type of nasal congestion, or if you have like a stopped nose, you can kind of wave this in front of your nose and it'll open up a little bit. So just a little, home remedy right there. If you don't know, Palo Santo is a very good wood to use for protection, cleansing, healing. Okay. So yes, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading today. Today it will be a collective reading. I don't know what the topic is. Also, make sure that you know that these videos are for adults only. Okay, 18 and up. Take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. Okay, let's get into the reading. And all readings on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, let's see, what is the message. Eight of Swords. Okay. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, one more card. Let's see. Empress. I'm going to take this card and I'm going to take the card that's upside down here. Page of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay, so you guys, we have someone that's trapped in their feelings, trapped in their head, trapped in their mind, or physically trapped somewhere. They have their heart on the apron. So I feel like they're trapped with their heart on their sleeve. Okay, this could be you. This could be somebody in your energy that is feeling very trapped. Like there's no way out. The lady is bound. She's tied up on the sword. So I just feel like someone is really going through it mentally. Possibly with the heart being exposed, possibly trapped about their love life. Okay. So entrapment here. Then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. This person wants to become untrapped. Okay. The Ten of Swords is betrayal, ultimate betrayal. It has the stick pins. This is a vintage kind of deck. So, I don't know if you've been around a seamstress, but my grandmother used to sew all the time, and she would have these tomatoes with these little pins in it. Okay. And you just stick all the pins, so you won't stick yourself while you're sewing or when you're taking out a hem or whatever. So with this being in the reverse, this lets me know that this person that feels trapped wants to be untrapped. They want to be free. Okay. They want to be free. Okay. I feel like this could also mean, with this little pattern here, I'm getting like a flannel type of shirt. So this could be a masculine feeling trapped in their feelings or in their situation, and they want out so bad. They want out so bad. So this is in the reverse. Okay. Then we have the Empress card. The Empress card. Okay. This person could possibly look at you as an empress. Okay. Or could be listening to an older woman, maybe a mother figure, an aunt. Okay. This is about emotions. This is about possibly a past love. Okay, collective, or someone that you may have been dealing with in the past, listening to either a mother, an older sister, an older auntie, a grandmother. Okay. Um, this person is definitely brokenhearted about something, about this entrapment. With the swords in the person putting the pin in the little tomato here, I feel like this person put themselves in this type of situation. Okay. This person put themselves in this entrapment. They could be wanting advice from a motherly figure or getting advice from a motherly figure. The other card that we have here is a Page of Cups, which is a message card. This person, whoever they're talking to about you, could be telling them, why don't you just reach out? Why don't you just contact, send that person a message, send the collective a message. They could be encouraging this masculine to come forward. Okay. Um, let's get into the Alien Tarot. This is the first time I've used this deck on this channel. I love the artwork on this deck. It's very kind of difficult to read, so that's why I've been working with this deck behind the scenes, you know, trying to decipher the messages, because this one, the illustration is just out of this world. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is about someone who has maybe possibly wronged you in the past. Okay. They realize they made a mistake here, and whoever they're getting their advice from, they're telling them to come forward. The ultimate card here of transformation, Wheel of Fortune, where things are turning in favor of. Okay. And collective, this could be your energy. You could very well be fine without this person. Okay. You could very well, you know, your monetary and your finances may have increased from the time that you've been dealing with this person. You and this person may have been separated, and since that separation, your finances is turning around. Let's see what else this deck has to say. Let's see what else. Two of Wands. Okay. A possible choice here. Queen of Cups. The Magician. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands following up with the Wheel of Fortune card. I feel strongly that there was a decision that had to be made between two people, that this masculine had to choose between one or the other. Obviously, this person made the wrong decision, because if they made the right decision, I wouldn't be pulling on their energy right now, and we wouldn't be talking about this Eight of Swords. So obviously, there was a wrong decision that was made, okay, with a Queen of Cups. Okay, look how elegant she looks. She's holding the cup out. This is a queen of intuition. This is a queen of understanding of emotions. This is a queen with a heart. Okay, it's not all about money for this particular queen. She moves through her intuition. She listens to the divine. Okay. Um, this was a decision between, I feel, a Queen of Swords, and I really don't see this other person here, but there was a third party. There is somebody else here. Let me see if I can pull one more card to find out who that is, and then we're going to get into the magician card. Who is the second person in this situation here, or the third person in this situation here? So there's definitely somebody here. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, here, okay, it's all making sense. Yes, there was a choice. This masculine made a choice between the Queen of Cups, a caring queen who sits on her throne alone. Okay, she possibly may have had a King of Cups at her side, but at the moment, this Queen of Cups was sitting by herself in her absolute truth. Okay, this masculine had to make a choice between a Queen of Cups and a Ten of Pentacles, which is money. So whatever this masculine went to, It was for monetary gain. It was for his financial gain. Okay. So it was a choice between the Queen of Hearts or money, or to this person, which is not even recognized as a queen. This person is representing the 10 of Pentacles. So this person may have had more money than you or more finances than you. This was a situation between this person picking the dollar bill or a queen, and they chose to go after the money. Okay. Magician is here. Okay. The magician is all about incorporating all four signs of the tarot: the swords, the wand, the pentacle, the cup. Okay. Magician came out to play. Something was manipulated in this situation. Something was manipulated in this situation. I kind of want to keep going here. Maybe a couple more cards. What was manipulated in this situation between the collective and this masculine? What was the situation here? What was being manipulated? Hermit. Nine of Cups. One more. Five of Pentacles. Okay, this person may have told you that they were alone, so they did not tell you the complete truth. Okay, this person was in a hermit mode. He portrayed himself as someone that is single. Okay, so he may have been hiding the second person. Okay, he thought that he was going to get wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. He thought he was going to get wish fulfillment. He thought that the finances and whatever he was going to get from the other choice, he thought he was going to receive that. But unfortunately, when he made the wrong choice, he made the wrong choice and chose his fate. Now, this is how the manipulation card and the magician card comes into play. This person, this masculine, knew exactly what he was doing. Okay, so it almost feels like this masculine was kind of stringing the collective along. Okay, and when I say masculine, it's not technically, I'm talking about masculine energy and feminine energy. Okay, it could be male or female. This person made a choice that later reacted in a negative way. Okay, when you are led by greed, it could never go in your favor. Okay, when you manipulate someone for greed, who has the most pentacles from what you thought you saw, your perception, and I'm talking about the man, your perception of the collective was that the collective was a great person. She was beautiful, smart, witty, intuitive. When you make a decision like that and you manipulated the situation and to string this queen along for your own personal money gain, it's never going to come out. And manipulation never comes out right. Okay, so what you very well let your queen go for, you end up suffering at the end, because now here the masculine is in a world of hurt and have five pentacles. Five of Pentacles is the ultimate poverty card in the deck. Okay, so while this man was running to where he thought was going to be a Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, Ten of Pentacles, this particular person is in a world regret because they lost everything. They gambled. They took a chance with their own fate. That's why you can never judge a book by its cover. You never can judge a book by its cover. And that's why this situation came like this, because you try to manipulate a queen with intuitive prospect who listens to the divine. This whole little situation keeps coming up. I had a reading last week like this. When people try to manipulate a good person and excuse me, try to manipulate a good person for greed, for money, and they end up losing everything for that. It's not the fact that you couldn't have a relationship with this masculine. It's just the masculine's priorities was on money. And people judge by what they see. But collective, you're doing just fine. What is the advice here for the collective with this person? But somebody is egging this masculine to come talk to you, try to send a message. How can you trust somebody who's greedy? If they'll drop you if they drop you at a drip of a dime for someone who's more flashier than you, what's the purpose of even having a conversation? Collective, that's something that you don't want to. I'm gonna take the top card, leave the rest. Top card says midnight chime, inevitable changes, fleeting moments, urgency to act now, inspiration, time is slipping away. See, this masculine knows you're on your way, baby. This masculine knows that you're on your way. Okay? That's right. The clock is ticking. That's right. And time waits for nobody. See, this is why you got to treat people right when you have them in your presence, because you never know what that person's potential may be, especially when you really didn't know them for that long. I feel like this situation wasn't a very long situation. Possibly you may have been involved with this person maybe a year, 2 years, 2 years ago. And now they're realizing what they lost. Okay? They realizing who fumbled the ball. Okay? What's the other advice for the collector? So it says time is slipping away. Let's go. One more. Spell weaver. Empowered to change what isn't working. Able to see what others cannot. Defying conventions. Okay? You saw this coming, collective. You saw something that alerted you to say, you know what, I got to walk away from this person. This is not someone, collective, you're not heartbroken by this person. Uh-oh. You're not heartbroken by this person. This was a karmic lesson that needed to be learned. Okay? And I strongly feel like, collective, you knew it was coming. You were prepared. You were prepared to move on with your life. You realized that this person was running game. You realized this person had ulterior motive, and you let it be bygones. Bygones be bygones, right? But then you worked on yourself, you healed, and you're in a better financial situation. Now, you're defying conventions. People, this person may not have believed in you, may not believe what you was telling them, thought it was all BS. But now look at you. Now look at you. Look where you at. And this person right here is sitting back talking about entwined souls, fated alliance, honest communication, strengthened bonds, karmic lessons, making connections. Now this person feels like it was fated that you guys met. Now this person feel like we're intertwined. We this, we that. Okay, but when that dollar bill called, you had to run off and go get that, and you dropped the Queen of Cups on the way out and had no intentions on cleaning it up. So you drop the chalice on the floor. And when I say chalice, I'm talking about the Queen of Cups. I'm talking about the energy there, that water energy, that loving energy, that motherly energy, that trusted energy. Water signs are the most caring signs of the deck. They're the most intuitive signs in the deck. Okay? They pick up on things that normal signs don't pick up on. So when this masculine walked away and dropped the chalice, he didn't realize that by the time he turn around, the cup is going to be put up, the water be back in the cup, and the queen is gone. The mess is already cleaned up and the queen is gone. That's why time is slipping away. You out of there, collective. You already knew what time it was. You already knew what time it was. Okay? Now this person feel like, oh, we need to work on this. No, we don't need to work on this. It was meant for this to happen. This was a karmic lesson for the collective to know her worth, her value, what she's going to tolerate, what she's not going to tolerate. It is what it is. The queen is gone. She's gone. Time's up. Time's up. Okay. So let's see. We got the what's the tea deck on here. So let's see. Uh-oh. Fishing for comments. Fishing for comments. Of course. Of course, this masculine is fishing for comments. This masculine can be on social media posting stuff about you and you don't even see it. That's how far gone you are, collective. You so gone that this masculine is probably posting stuff trying to get your attention and you don't even see it because you're gone. You're not worried about it. You done moved on. Right? Fishing for comments. What's the tea? What's the tea? What's the tea? Uh-oh. Crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset. Well, why didn't see here's what I don't get. This is what I don't like, y'all. Why cry now? Why cry now? It's too late now. Time is what? Ticking. Oh yeah, this person's in regret. This person should have known not to do you like this, collective. This is just crazy. No facts. Never have facts. Make shit up, lies. This person could have possibly lied on you, told lies, tried to make it. And you see how she's sitting up there. It's like a reflection of her, trying to make her reflection better, trying to make people perceive her as, or not her, but your masculine or feminine, trying to make others feel sorry for them. Okay? Trying to make the story or the reason why y'all not together worse than what it really was, or untruthful on what really happened. Just making stuff up because they in their feelings, because of what they did. Where we at? Because of what they did and who they chose. But they want to lie on you though. They want to lie on you. Instead of telling the truth, saying, you know what? I fumbled the Queen of Cups. I made a stupid decision and I fumbled the Queen of Cups. I knew this person was for me, but I fumbled the Queen of Cups. I was trying to get the most money. Instead of being an honest masculine, they rather go around and make it seem like it's your fault. No, it's not your fault. And don't fall into the trick either. It's not your fault. Collective, it's not your fault. This person did what they did to hurt you. Now they want to come back and kiss ass. Right? Right? Because they're haunted by the good memories of you. The honest memories of you. How well you treated the masculine. How you didn't disrespect the masculine. How you didn't run their business all over the street. They haunted by the good memories and the good things. Because that's all they have left is memories. But then when you think about it, people like this, they will always be running that hamster wheel, crying over spilt milk, spilt water, instead of addressing their real personal issues and addressing what the main root of the problem is, which is within themselves. They try to paint you out to be the monster when it's really them. But now they want to come back and kiss ass and who they're talking to say, go ahead and talk to her. But when you burn bridges, it's hard to cross over once they burn down. But if you truly want to get a message to someone, wouldn't you just fly over the bridge, right? When the post office didn't have cars, they galloped to the destination. If this masculine is serious about getting a message to you and serious about turning things around, he wouldn't be crying over it. He'll be finding a new route to get to you. When a masculine or a feminine wants something or desire something, they go after it through hell and high water. But I have to say, it looks like this masculine doesn't know what's important to them and what's not important to them. They don't know what they want. They're sitting in hermit mode. They're trying to figure it out. My advice in this situation is that I'm not saying the whole situation is over. What I'm saying is that this masculine, if he really wants a change, he has to make a move. And the move must be drastic. And if he feels like you're not worth it, then it should be easy for him to move on. But when he cries at night and be haunted by the good times that he'll never get again, maybe that'll wake him up to put a mirror to his face and fix the problems that he has. Okay? So when it comes down to it, collective, I'm going to say this with this dealing with this masculine. Do not chase this masculine. Do not go running after this particular person. This person needs to learn a lesson. But sitting down and crying over it and telling lies about you is not going to solve no problems. Okay? I would be cautious dealing with this masculine. I would be very cautious kissing ass. I don't know about that. I wouldn't want someone to kiss my ass because they're wrong. I would want someone who is a masculine to stand and be a masculine and admit what they did wrong and say and just say they piece. Whether you guys become friends, whether you guys never talk again. But kissing ass ain't gonna cut it. And telling lies ain't gonna cut it either. Okay? Be very cautious dealing with this masculine. Again, another reason where I'm seeing the masculine needs to heal. Okay? Yeah, this person needs to heal. So thank you for tuning in to Tarot Noir. That ends the collective reading. Okay. I hope you guys stay safe, stay woke out there. Make sure your protection is up. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Good night.